Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hello guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Rihadatul Aisyah Rasa. I'm from 25 Junior High School of Makassar, and I am from class 9-3. I want to explain the material about report text. I want to say syukur Alhamdulillah to good of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for the grace and health and joy. Thank you to my parents for their support and motivating, especially to English teacher, a lot of motivating. I said thank you very much. To all my friends for supporting, I also thank you. Definition of report text. Report text is a text which presents information about something as a result of systematic observation and analysis. Structure of report text. Number 1. General classification. It is stating classification of general aspect of thing, animal, public place, plant, etc., which will be discussed in general. 2. Description tells what the phenomena under discussion in terms of plants, qualities, habits, or behaviors. Purpose of report text. Number 1. To describe something, animal, plant, nature in general. Number 2. To report factual information about the subject, animal, plant, nature. Characteristic of the report text.
1. Use of general nouns, e.g. hunting dogs, rather than particular nouns, e.g. your dog. 2. Use of relating verbs to describe features, e.g. molecules or tiny particles. 3. Some use of action verbs when describing behavior, e.g. a mouse cannot fly. 4. Use of timeless present tense to indicate usefulness, e.g. tropical chillness always began over the sea. 5. Use of technical terms, e.g. isobars are lines drawn on a weather map. 6. Use of paragraphs with topic sentence to organize bundles of information. Repeated naming of the topic as the beginning focus of the class.
Example of report text consists of 3. Let's write 1.
Aurora. General classification. Aurora is the interaction of Earth magnetic field with particles from the Sun. This phenomenon does occur on the Earth's magnetic poles. Thus, sometimes aurora appears on the further south or north because the magnetic and geographic poles are not same. Remember, there are two Earth poles. Description. In the case of zone, aurora appears along the Siberia, Scandinavia, Iceland, Alaska, Canada and Greenland in the northern hemisphere. Meanwhile, in the southern hemisphere, aurora appears mostly over Antarctica or Southern Ocean. Thus, it can be seen from Tasmania. Then, aurora is created when protons and electrons from the solar surface hit the Earth's magnetic field. When those particles come to the atmosphere, they will follow the magnetic field lines. Thus, since the air is made up of nitrogen and oxygen atoms, the aurora color will be different. Oxygen atoms will create green and red light, while nitrogen will create a more orange or red color. Next, actually other planets have aurora. It has been reported that Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune also have aurora. The difference is aurora in Jupiter and Saturn is much larger and more powerful because the magnetic fields there are more intense. At the last, aurora might look like fire, but it will not feel like that, even though the temperature of atmosphere can be thousands of degrees Celsius. The aurora is not that hot. It is because when aurora occurs, when the sighting of the air is slow at 96 kilometers, if it is measured, it will be below zero.
Conclusion of report text number 1. Aurora is the interaction of Earth's magnetic field with particles from the Sun. 2. Aurora is created when protons and electrons from the solar surface hit the Earth's magnetic field. When those particles come to the atmosphere, they will follow